Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today we're diving into something I think we all feel deep down. This sense of being constantly connected, but totally, completely distracted. We're going to explore why it is so hard to just focus these days, and how it all boils down to what's known as the dopamine trap. You know the feeling, right? You're scrolling, you're swiping, you're watching video after video, and at the end of it all, you just feel kind of empty. You pick up your phone the second you wake up, and poof, an hour is just gone. But you don't feel refreshed or satisfied, you just feel drained. It's like your brain is just screaming for more and more stimulation, but the more you give it, the less it actually feels anything. And if that sounds like you, I really need you to hear this. You're not alone. And more importantly, this is not some kind of personal failure. Not at all. We are living in an age of total dopamine overload, a constant, never-ending flood of digital rewards that's literally rewiring our brains. And this whole phenomenon, well, that's what we're calling the dopamine trap. Okay. Let's get into the science just a little bit, because this is where most of us get it wrong. We've all heard dopamine called the pleasure molecule, right? But what if I told you that's not really the whole story? In fact, it's kind of misleading. So here's the key thing to understand. Dopamine isn't the feeling of pleasure itself. It's the anticipation of pleasure. It's the chase. It's that little buzz of excitement right before a video loads, or that tiny rush when you see a notification pop up on your screen. It's the chemical that motivates you to go get the reward. Think about it. Thousands of years ago, this system is what kept us alive. It pushed our ancestors to hunt, to gather, to explore. But today, that same ancient brain circuit is being hijacked to just keep us scrolling. So, how on earth did a basic survival instinct get turned against us like this? Well, it's because our digital world isn't just a happy accident. Oh no. It is meticulously, brilliantly designed to exploit that very system. Take a look at this number, 150. That is the average number of times we check our phones. Every single day. That works out to about once every 6 minutes that we're awake. And let's be honest, this isn't a conscious choice we're making 150 times. It's a trained compulsive reflex. It's a habit baked into our brains. And this is how they do it. Tech companies build in these little hooks specifically to keep us coming back for more. The infinite scrolls so you never reach an end, that's a hook. Autoplay videos so you don't even have to click, hook. Those little red push notifications, the like buttons, all of it is perfectly crafted to give us these tiny, unsatisfying hits of dopamine that just keep us trapped in the loop, always wanting the next one. I really want this to sink in. Please let this one land. The reason it is so hard to look away, the reason you feel so compelled to check your phone, is not because you're weak or you have poor self-control. It's because you are up against a multi-billion-dollar attention economy that has engineered these platforms to be addictive. You have to understand it's not a fair fight. So, living in this world saturated with dopamine, it comes at a really steep price. And it's not just affecting our time, it's affecting our ability to live a genuinely fulfilling life. Okay, so here's what's actually happening inside your brain. Your brain is always trying to maintain balance. When it's constantly flooded with intense stimuli, it adapts by raising the bar for what it considers pleasurable. This means you need bigger, more intense experiences just to feel excited. And the simple joys in life, like reading a book, or taking a walk, or just having a quiet conversation, they start to feel, well, boring. And that neurological change leads directly to all of this. Our motivation for long-term important goals just shrinks. We lose the ability to just sit still and think deeply about something. And what are we left with? This constant low-grade hum of anxiety and this nagging heavy guilt over all the precious time we've lost to just mindless scrolling. All right, that was all the bad news. I know, it's a lot, but here is the good news. And it's really good news. You are not powerless in this. You absolutely can break free from this cycle. You can reclaim your focus, your time, and your joy. The single most powerful first step you can take is something called a dopamine detox. Now, don't think of it as a punishment. It's not about restriction. Think of it as hitting the reset button for your brain. It's a chance to just let your neural pathways heal and rebalance themselves, to lower that threshold for pleasure back down to its natural, healthy state. So, how do you start? Simple. For just 24 hours, you're going to avoid all those high dopamine instant rewards. We're talking social media, junk food, endless streaming, online shopping, all of it. Instead, replace that mindless consumption with mindful creation. Write something, draw, organize a closet, cook a meal. And try to embrace silence. Turn off the podcast, the music, the TV in the background. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it will be uncomfortable at first. Your brain is gonna scream for its usual fix. But if you can push through it, you'll find a new kind of clarity on the other side. This isn't a permanent fix, but it is an incredibly powerful first step. And this right here is the key takeaway. In a world that is literally designed from the ground up to distract you, your ability to focus, that is your superpower. Resisting that constant pull isn't just about being more productive. It is a modern form of mental strength. Every single time you choose to put your phone down and just be present in your own life, you are strengthening your mind and you are reclaiming your power. I want to leave you with this one final powerful thought. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. It is the currency of your life. And right now, all these companies, these algorithms, these notifications, they are all fighting a war for it. So the only question is, who are you going to let win? What truly deserves your focus? If you want to dive deeper into topics like this, by the way, we go a lot more in depth on our Spotify podcast. But for now, just think about that question.